ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for our weekly live stream. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who super chatted before we actually even went live. That's awesome. That's huge. Y'all are fantastic. We will address them in just a second, but I do want to address my amazing panel members. First of all, we have Will. Will, how are you doing today, sir?
Dude, I'm doing great, Justin. Hot Toys has dropped us with a plethora of figures right now, to put it lightly, and there could be a lot more coming your way. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for collectors.
What do you mean you don't know if it's a good thing?
Because Justin, I've heard this described as a storm. So you got to wait out the storm sometimes, because those bank accounts are like a tornado right now. So.
Yeah, I would say
that there's a typhoon going on in Hong Kong right now. And it also is a figure typhoon, because they're like, you know what? When it rains, it pours, both literally and figuratively.
So there's figuratively. I see what you did there. I see what you did.
You,
there's a literal typhoon in most people's bank accounts right now.
It doesn't matter though. In the United States, we can't get anything anyway because of our supply chain issues.
It is true.
Yeah, Sideshow's been getting some stuff early though. So that's nice.
And speaking of United States supply chain issues, because Rob is still waiting on, I'm sure, a bunch of figures, we have Robert Meyer Burnett from the Burnettwork. Rob,
hello.
Thank you for joining us once again, sir.
It's great to be here. It's always a pleasure to be asked to hang out with you lovely folks, and
the pleasure is
dangerous
all mine.
To my bank account, to all of our bank accounts. You just never know. I mean, I guess it just means you have to stream more
all year. Exactly, stream more. It's the answer to everything in life, I find. People have been complaining all year, saying, where are the hot toys? Where are the figures? It's so slow. And then all of a sudden, Hot Toys drops, I think, 6. And they're like, oh no, slow down, Hot Toys.
Well, that's like,
you know,
that's,
you just pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
6 is like, you're looking at $1,600. Kabam.
Yeah,
right.
But like, I don't know. People are saying, oh, there's only so many months in the year. They got to start dropping stuff. And then they start dropping stuff. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing, Hot Toys? You're dropping stuff. Don't do that. So
we're not used to it, Justin. We're not used to getting releases. We're used to getting pre-orders.
Yeah, I know. You're not used to actually getting the plastic.
We're not used to getting a product. It's just not. It doesn't feel right.
It's crazy. It's craziness. But Shore Trooper and Lando, which I'm sure we will discuss throughout the course of this stream, because I watched your stream with 6 Scale Mafia and Jedha, Will, and Lael obviously dropped in later on.
Yeah.
And y'all were discussing it.
Thanks, man.
We'll discuss it in a second. I was going to discuss it now. I'll address the super chats first, and then we'll discuss Lando, because I do want to talk about Lando. Jaden kicked us off with the first super chat of the night, saying, hey, Justin, Rob, Will, and Lael, who is joining us very shortly. Let's kick off tonight's show. These weeks have been crazy with releases. I'm just happy to finally have my Marty from TW, from Toys Wonderland. Yeah, that Marty is badass. Rob, did you get that new Marty, the 2.0?
I haven't. I got to order that. You know, I've got the old Marty that I've never even taken out of the box.
Wow.
Okay.
No, but I really want to get that.
You need to get that new one. It's real good.
Yeah, no, I do have to get that.
It does look good.
It's really good.
Yeah, what do I got? I got Moducases from Sideshow. That was something.
Oh, Moducases,
nice.
Yes.
Which we're going to discuss
some Moducases.
Yeah.
They were it was a challenge to build 38, let's just say.
I can't. And that's
wondering.
Didn't you get like 46 though total?
I got 38 in total. It was 46 boxes including the power. Oh, and by the way, the power supplies and the lighting, oh my god, because you have to wire them up in horizontal series, not vertical. And I had them done vertically, and everything was really dim. And I was like, oh my god, what did I do wrong? Why are they so dim? Because I only used like 4 power supplies for all of them. And then I messaged Brian, and he's like, let me draw you a diagram of what you have to do. And he's like, you got to wire them up so it's 1, 2, 3 versus going down 1, 2, 3. I was like, oh my god. So then I had to redo all of the power supply wiring, and it's like up the top of the cabinet. So I was up the top. I was standing on my desk up the top, and I literally fell down and knocked myself out on the edge of my desk, and I was on the floor for a good, I don't know how fucking long, but Steph came up here and she's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like,
You went unconscious?
So yeah, it's danger. I was unconscious for like a couple of seconds, not very long. So I'm fine.
Okay. I thought you were unconscious like an hour. I was like, Jesus,
just,
Justin,
the whole day, and then I just woke up.
You woke up and saw the messages, and you're like, oh, hey, Will. I'm just unconscious. But
what are you guys been up to?
Just on the ground.
Oh, the Power Rangers are out.
They're here.
Now let me ask you
but
something.
The wiring was a challenge. Yes,
I got to ask you about that. Now you've got the LED lights, because I'm going to do my wiring as well. Spotlights. And I've got the spotlights, and I actually bought extra spotlights. So when you talk about, did you have all three? Do you have them all connected? Like how? What do you mean when you say not vertically but horizontally? Because that's the way I'm going to build my DF60s. Are in shelves of 3 across. So 3, 3, 3.
This one here, for instance, it's got one light strip. So it's like this. It's got 2 light strips connected in the middle by this joiner, which I still need to hide, by the way. And then basically there's one power supply that the wire runs down the back and then connects to this one. And then what you do is you connect 1, 2, and then this one actually connects into this series. So it's 1, 2, and 3 all in a row.
Got it.
Versus what I had previously was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all connected vertically instead of going along this way. So I was drawing too much power vertically because you can't. I see.
So you're not using one. You're not using one plug per Moducase. You're actually linking them all together.
Correct. Exactly. So you can do without dimming. You can do 3 in series. So that's what I did basically, except for this one, obviously, which can't connect because there's no light in the middle of the Prime 1 display, which we'll talk about because more Prime 1 stuff is going. This one here, we need to decide. It's going to be a decision that y'all will help me make which Prime 1 goes here, because it's a pretty, sorry about this, prime location. So, we need to
Okay. Beautiful.
We need to pick that because on the stream it's pretty visible. So we need to decide. The ranges are not final here, by the way. This is just some posing that we're just working out some classic Ranger poses. I thought let's just show them off in the stream. May as well.
Why not?
Power Rangers are colorful and they look badass. Anyway, let's quickly finish off these super chats before we can talk about Lando. Is in the chat. Hello, Rob, Lael, Will, and Justin. Hello, everyone, with a diamond. Hello to you, and thank you for joining. Multi-fandom collecting with a $1.99 super chat sticker, I'm pretty sure. Thank you, Multi-fandom, for joining us. Lewis Lebitz with a $4.99. Yo. Sup, Justin, Rob, Will, and Lael. Core 4 assemble. Looking forward to tonight's show. Much love to you all. Core 4 is on the way. Don't you worry. It's the Core 3 right now. But the 4th, Lael, is coming. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Superhero displays. With a £1.79, a small token for all you Knights of the Display case. I still love that. I still love Knights of the Display case.
I do too.
That's, I think, the most badass one. That's our most badass name, I think. Core 4 is good, but that's pretty good. That's
Knights of the Display. I like that. Are we the Dark Knights of the Display?
Scott Probably. We can be. If it
depends on the day, I guess.
It chooses us. Yeah, it depends on the time of day. Ant-Man, Scott Lang himself actually joined Justin's Collection Plus. Thank you, Ant-Man, for joining.
Are we sure that a rat didn't jump and push the subscribe button instead?
I don't know.
Can we find out if Bill Murray is actually in Quantum Mania? That's the rumor I read.
Oh, that would be sick. I like that.
Especially if he's playing a Ghostbuster. Ooh. It is Quantum Mania after all. Anything can happen.
And Kang's in that movie too, right?
Yeah.
Can happen.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yellow Jacket.
Yep.
Wow. They're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah. We will see who else. We shall see who else. Multi-fandom collecting says, hey, Justin, one question. Hot Toys Venom, worth it? Will can answer that question, actually. Will, Hot Toys Venom,
honestly, Justin, I don't know that I can because I don't have it yet. So
you bought it.
I did buy it because here's my thing. If you're gonna get Lael's here. If you're gonna get Carnage, then I would say yes. With Venom, for me, I just feel like the Spider logo is not happening for a while. So if you do want a Venom, yes, it's pricey, but But the spider logo might happen at some time because I just want to be right and just say, Justin, I was right. That's all I want. I'll die a happy man. So
it's his bare chest. I would love to see you cosplay as Venom by just spray painting a spider logo on your bare chest.
That could be a whole. You could monetize that video and make a lot of money.
Yeah, see, Justin said that twice now, so I think he actually wants me to do that. So I'm gonna do it for the podcast.
Oh, please!
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But people have to see me shirtless. I don't know if they want that, but
I just want to point out that 1/6 Scale Man is coming to us from the future.
Yes,
the future of 2099.
So
yes, of course.
That would be.
How are you, sir? By the way,
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm good to see you. How was New York Comic Con?
Oh my God, it was amazing, bro.
Awesome, I bet.
It was amazing. It was, you know, people counted it out this year. They didn't think that it was going to actually have the turnout that it did. But it was fantastic. Got a chance to hang out with
I saw that. I saw pictures. And
there you go.
You and your lady were there.
Yeah, we were definitely there, man. We had a great time. You know, I wouldn't. The first day was a bit rough because I had gotten off a live stream, you know, the night before. We left at 4 a.m. I didn't sleep at all. So we left. I slept maybe partially in the car. By the time we got to New York, you know, we checked in and we went straight to the con, walked around for hours. I checked my phone, just the amount of steps that I had. I had 88,000 steps.
Damn.
Literally 88,000 steps in. Yeah, so by the time I got back to the hotel room, once it was over, we hung out with, you know, Rita. We hung out with her pretty much the whole day. But then by the time we got done, I got back to the hotel room and I crashed at around 7:30. Didn't wake up until the next morning.
That was it. That was it. Lights out.
It was
I know what that's like.
88,000 steps. I mean,
it was literally over. But the con itself was fantastic. Like literally, it was even for the amount of vendors that were there. Of course, as far as vending wise, there was only XM Studios and Diamond Select. So they were the only two that were there. But other than that, it was amazing. Yeah, I had a great time. I definitely had a great time.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, hopefully next year.
Yeah, next year, man.
I know, man. I wanted to go this year, but it was hard to get tickets, Lael. Remember, I had trouble getting tickets. So.
Well, here's the thing.
Don't
it was
worry.
Crazy.
I will get you tickets to the shows. I will get you tickets because I can get press passes. So
there you go.
Nice.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
When we went to New York Comic Con, I sorted out tickets for Posing with Peter. We got tickets for ourselves. Obviously, of course. But the stupid thing was, I didn't know that I was going to be able to get press passes until the last minute. So I also bought tickets off a scalper. So I paid insane money.
You paid Hong Kong prices for a New York Comic Con ticket?
I did. Because we were in New York, right? We were in New York, and I was told, hey, don't worry about the tickets. You can get them. We'll get them when we're there. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was in New York. I was like, okay, well, I'm here for Comic Con. I'm obviously going to get these damn tickets. So I was like, I got to pay it. So I paid this insane price, and then I ended up getting press passes anyway. But it worked out because I just gave it to Peter and his partner, and then we were able to get in.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, you have to do it next year, man. Definitely. You know what? I was tempted to walk around, Justin and Rob. I was tempted to walk around and ask every female Loki that I knew, do you know WillFoxification?
Oh my God!
Would you be interested in meeting him?
Justin, did you see Lael tag me?
I saw you a little back and forth.
It was hilarious, dude.
I was like, would you be interested in meeting him?
When he tagged me in that. I know exactly what he's doing.
Wow.
Honestly, I've never been to like a true Comic-Con. I've been to like a local one here, but it's not that. It's like a couple thousand people. So if we go to a real one, I know Lael's going to try to hook me up with every female Loki.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Either that or pretty much. I think Rob would have a better chance of doing that because he's smooth. So
Rob's a smooth talker for sure.
All I would need to do is shoot the videos.
Rob does have experience, so.
I do.
Oh, don't worry. Don't you worry.
Just let me know, Rob. Give me good direction, okay?
I will. My direction is always slow it down.
Okay.
Ease back a little bit.
Look
Slow
at
it
Be
down.
thoughtful and
Look at
consider-
Justin.
Slow it down.
Wow. It's
Look
that
at
kind of stream, huh?
Yeah.
Did you put an X label rating
Whoa.
on this one, Justin?
Oh
Yeah, I'll triple
man.
I don't
Don't worry.
understand where you
We're
get that
sorted.
from. I think slow it down is always a good piece of advice. Who knows what, you know?
right. You don't want a speeding ticket, so yeah.
That's
No,
right.
Oh,
I have
man.
another piece of
No, no,
advice
no.
too, and that's always ladies first.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
You know, when you open a door.
Yeah, right. Like Hodor. Yeah, yeah, right.
Why?
Yeah.
What'd you think I meant?
I knew.
Oh,
I thought you
my
meant
God.
first one to grab the breadstick
Oh
at
my
Olive
God.
Garden,
It is
but I wasn't sure.
It is too early for this. It's too early.
Justin's like, God
well-
damn it. I picked the wrong core
Well,
for it.
well. We do have, let me get through a few more super chats, and then I want to talk about Lando because Lael is here now. We've got a full panel. We're getting ready to talk
yes.
about Lando.
Yes.
Got my
Can't
first Spidey figure, says Tall, Dark, and Gruesome. Spider-Gwen. Congratulations to you. Justin's fault. You know what? If you want to blame me, I'll take it because it's worth it to get that figure.
Might as well.
Too good not to. Also, Spider-Verse Miles is on order. I know that Will is really excited for Spider-Verse Miles because
Me too,
Will
man.
is the biggest Into the Spider-Verse fan that I know.
Maybe Lael might be bigger than me, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Really?
It's a toss up. Yeah.
Okay.
Lael's a
Okay,
pretty big
okay.
fan. So
What do you think of Gwen? I'll start with you, Lael.
What I
because
think of Gwen?
You are apparently now the biggest Spider-Verse fan that I know.
Oh my god!
What do you think about Gwen?
I think she's amazing. And the thing is that the reason why is because I look at her as like a multimedia media type of character, meaning that you don't have to actually. It doesn't have to be just the Spider-Verse. I mean, you can actually match her up with some of the VGA Spider-Man figures itself. She's versed. Like, I mean, Spider-Verse. You see what I did with it? She's well versed.
we're just on a roll tonight.
Yeah, she's well versed.
yeah,
but
don't you
no,
worry.
seriously, like, I mean, here's the thing, because I saw this last week. There was a guy, I can't remember who he was. Maybe someone out in the chat knows, but the way he had these poses were incredible. It was it was just a simple pose. He had all the Spider-Man characters from the video game. He had Miles, everyone actually standing behind a couch.
I saw it. I saw that.
You saw
picture.
that?
It was awesome.
And
Yeah.
it was awesome. And they had, Gwen just laying there, or just, she was just sitting there, I guess, looking backwards. And somebody said awkward, and another person said creepy. I was like, no, it wasn't creepy at all. It was like, it was
No,
probably
come on
the
now.
most, it was well demonstrated. I
It
loved
was
it.
fun, is what it was.
Exactly. It was fun.
Exactly.
I loved it. I loved it. It
I
wasn't
mean,
creepy. It was fun.
what's with our society? We forget what fun
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah, man, it was fun. But I mean, I think that the character is, I mean, the figure itself, once I get it in hand, I know it will be amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking
but
It's,
yeah,
it's very small. It's
what I've
like
heard.
it's like quite surprisingly so. And then people were telling me, so in my articulation segment, you all know I always say that same line. Now I'm actually forgetting what the hell I say.
What,
that I don't
no
want to
crazy
push the
poses.
joints.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to push the joints. When you get
yeah.
yours in hand, you can push the joints further
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
willing to go. So I already said
yeah.
that. And then they were like, Justin, the arm can bend further than you did. But mine stops at 90. So I didn't want to force, because that arm is so thin.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
arm is so thin. I did not want to force it. So I was like, you know what? So I thought it was a single bend. Apparently it's a double. The onslaught of comments letting me know, hey, Justin. It's a double bend. And I just replied with that same line that I have in the video. I said, you want to push yours further? That's
It's my personal preference.
Just copy and paste it over
It's
there.
your preference.
Exactly.
So how
Just
you
copy
want to
and
actually
paste it.
pose the figure is your preference.
Yeah,
If
when
you
someone
choose not
says-
to push the limits,
I didn't even want to put articulation in my videos, but then people were asking
Right.
me, so because like a suit like this, I really don't want to put stress on, but I
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
get to a point where I was like, you know what, that's what people want to see, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I really hate articulation segments because it's irrelevant to the type of figure that this is. I think
Yeah.
because this is not meant to be a super well, it can be, but it's not meant to be a super articulated thing. The reason why we're buying this is for realism.
yeah.
The fact that it can move is a bonus. The amount that it can move, you can discover on your own. That's always the mindset that I had when I was reviewing these things.
Yeah.
But now it's become such a thing that articulation is like number one. And you all know that I love Jedha Patrol. I love Ryan. He's an awesome dude. 6 Scale Mafia also on your stream, Will. But they were saying they weren't as excited for Lando because of the posing potential.
What?
And I think those gents need to rationalize a little bit again.
First of all, the cape alone is worth buying.
Right?
The inner cloth, the cape, the double-sided. Come on now.
It's beautiful. That collar will take a little bit of working with, but like you said, Lael, in that stream, any amount of time that's required to get it to look right is required. That's just
Lando belongs truly here with us amongst the clouds.
Listen.
He does look great.
It is my most, and everybody knows that it is my most anticipated figure of all time.
Yeah, Lael
really even more than Golden Armor Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
literally.
Yeah.
Literally more than the golden one. Look, I want the golden armor. Don't get me wrong.
Golden one, I like.
But Lando, I mean, we've been waiting for this figure for years. Like we've been waiting for something like, and we should have got it years ago. I mean, but it's better late than never. And
Racist.
It is. They just call it spade a spade. But no, listen, like it is one of the most anticipated figures for me. I mean, and that's just personally for me because I love the character and I cannot wait to get it in hand. And like I said, I'm going to take my time, pose it up the way I want it. And it will
slow it down. That's Rob says.
Exactly. Rob said, just slow it down.
Just slow it down.
But it's going to look
especially Lando slows it down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to look incredible with like Bespin Leia if you have her. Like it's going to be an incredible
or even
piece.
Hoth Leia if you wanted to. You know, she just
Hoth
arrived
Leia.
on Cloud City.
Exactly. Exactly. So I mean, it looks good with both. I mean, I cannot wait. Mr. Colt 45 will be in my shelf, and I cannot wait till he arrives. He should be here either I think Thursday.
Mr. Mahogany.
Okay. Very soon. Very soon. Okay.
I cannot
I'm
wait.
really excited about it. I just when they said that, they were like, "Oh, I'm not as excited about him because you can't put him in crazy dynamic poses." I was just like, you know what? I guess we all collect for different reasons, but
I think that's what
at the end of the day, the #1 prime directive is realism. So
what crazy dynamic poses does he need to be in? You know, you just want to have him looking badass.
I think it's maybe they're just saying
because he brought out Miles and he was like, "Oh, Miles has me more excited because of the dynamic poses that I can do." But like, we collect them for the realism, I thought. But anyway, as I said, everyone collects for different reasons. But I don't think it's any less of a reason. You shouldn't be any less excited for Lando just because he can't pull off a web swing and pose. If you know what I mean. That's just one thing that irked me when they were. You know what I mean? You can.
Come on, man.
Right?
Who wouldn't want a space pimp?
He is a space pimp.
Who does not want a space pimp?
That cape is a space pimp. That's pimping. That's big pimping right
Rob,
there.
will you tell these people? Rob, will you tell them, please, bro?
Look,
you
man,
have to tell them.
I think Lael's point about having a space pimp is what you need in your collection because what are you going to do with all your female figures? That's all I'm saying.
Keep them away from the space
If you
pimp.
if you wanted to, you could very easily grab your A New Hope Han and kit bash yourself a Return of the Jedi Lando because he was wearing Han's outfit in Return of the Jedi. You could make a
look. I need a third-party Lobot, man. I need the whole Lobot.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Things
Exactly.
Like this with
Give
the
me a
light
Lobot.
up.
Everyone's asking for this at Lobot, but I reckon that's one that if they put up for pre-order, nobody will buy it. Like
Man,
5 people, and actually 4 people maybe. And Will's a maybe.
We're all
He's
4
not
of
even
them.
I'm a no.
But you know what? But you,
Definitely.
hey, but Justin. But you know what?
Yeah,
That's a better chance for me to get it quicker. Because if
small
they
edition
get
size.
small edition size, you
Small
order it,
batch,
you'll get it faster.
Yeah.
So
That's what happened with Gwen,
is-
right?
I'm all in.
Yeah, Gwen.
Yeah,
was,
that is
like
what happened with
literally
Gwen.
one
You're
batch.
absolutely right.
So, yeah, I think
One
she looks
small
great
batch
though,
and that's
Justin.
that.
Gwen. I mean,
Okay, good.
it's
I
funny
was
though.
gonna
I
ask
noticed.
you, Will. Yep.
Yeah, I noticed in your video, Justin. Like she does look a little bit small, but she's supposed to be. So I guess maybe we
She's
just
supposed to be.
like collectors. We didn't put 2 and 2 together on that one. We weren't just like, oh yeah, she's like a young girl. She's supposed to be small, but yeah, like I think she looks fantastic. The one thing about the wrist pegs worries me a little bit because they seem very small.
Don't worry. The hands are probably some of the easiest that I've ever swapped out. It's the hole is it's not like one of those ones that actually like clip over the wrist peg and it's super hard to pull out. They're just basically a straight peg and it goes in real easy and it doesn't cause any when you try and rip it off.
Yeah,
it's
no
not,
futzing.
Yeah, no futzing
it does.
required.
It does look great though. I think I'm going to use the hooded look, but that head sculpt is really good. It looks very film accurate to me. I'm very happy.
I don't
with how
know
it
which
turned
one
out.
to do. I don't know which one to use.
I know because I don't feel like I need 2 Gwens, but at the same time, like maybe I'll just alternate the display every now and then. I feel like but and Spider-Ham, dude, come on, dude. Like you and I said, might be the best accessory of one of the best accessories of all time.
Well, because it's like getting a whole third figure.
Exactly.
Or a second figure.
Exactly, Rob. It's like getting a whole other figure.
Wait. Is it as good as the Porgs for you, Will? Because I know you love
I would take Spider-Ham over the Porgs, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for sure.
Good answer.
Spider-Ham. Dude, but yeah, that suit, the Gwen, looks incredible. Mine's on the way. I got it from Tim Sent, so it's on the way. It shipped like maybe a couple days ago. So, yeah, I got it for sideshow price. So, and I pre-ordered it way back, so... But yeah, because there was only one batch, so I bought second batch, but it just came first.
All that well, I think.
Yeah,
she's not selling all that well.
Which is
why do you guys think
really
that
crazy.
I don't know. Because boys don't like.
I've noticed something.
Come on.
There you go.
Do you think that's it, Rob? Do you think female characters don't sell as well?
Absolutely. Over the multiple years that I've been making videos, any video on a female character performs significantly worse, even if they're from the same movie. Miles, the Young Rich Toys Miles, in fact, any Into the Spider-Verse Miles figure, doesn't matter who made it. Even the Sentinel one is pulling in crazy views. Peter B. Parker, same thing. Gwen, no matter which version of Gwen, significantly less than those characters. I've noticed that any female character based off any film that a male character is in, the male character performs better. It's not a conscious decision that people make just not to watch it, but it's definitely something that I've noticed.
It's just because we're really just not progressive enough. We think gender is still a real thing. Just give it a few years. No one's going to care. Men and women, no differences at all. Nobody's going to care.
Yeah. But you know what? Let me ask you a question.
No,
would you think? Do you think it would have actually performed a bit well if they would have released both Miles and her from the Spider-Verse at the same time?
No.
You don't think so?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think though when you put those two figures together,
Miles will do great. I know
Miles will.
He's going to break records. He's going to pull in crazy views. But yeah, I don't know. Gwen just...
The colors on that Gwen figure, though, are so cool.
It's beautiful.
I mean,
it's
it really
badass.
is. And I think once you have Gwen, people are going to want them. They're going to want Gwen after. I've seen figures, people have wanted figures after the fact, like later.
Yeah, it'll be one. Hela?
Yeah, Hela,
dude,
yeah.
Don't even start.
And Wasp, even. I mean, Wasp, I think, is...
Wasp? Nebula, Gamora, all of those female characters that nobody bought. And everyone said, we need Nebula. Nebula is a character we need.
Right, and no one
bought Nebula.
It's
just like, oh, God,
and that figure is great.
Yeah, it does look really good. It does look good. I didn't get it,
really
but
good.
Which one?
It is
Nebula.
fantastic. Nebula.
Nebula. Yeah, I have both Nebula and Gamora. And I would actually honestly say, of course, everyone knows my number one figure of all time is Jenna Erso, and because I love that figure. But secondly, I would actually say, female-wise, the best figure that I actually have in my DTOF is Hela. The presence on that figure is incredibly amazing.
And that was a big mistake. Those are the figures I didn't get any of the Ragnarok figures, and I hate myself.
Rob, it was funny. I passed on Hela. There was one thing that really bothered me: the shoulders. I couldn't get past it, the shoulder joints.
When you put the cape on, they are gone.
They're gone.
But it didn't quite look right to me in the pictures when you move the cape.
Because you're looking at the pictures, bro. That's the problem. See, Will, you gotta stop. And this is what I tell people constantly,
I was still early in collecting at this point.
I know, but you have to stop looking at those pictures, man. Get it in hand.
Yeah, I was still pretty fresh at this point.
Our warm embrace would have just brought Will in. Will, it's fine.
Yeah, I probably would have bought Hela. Yeah,
bro, it's a beautiful figure. It is. Once you put the actual cape on, and it does.
I've heard that Cate Blanchett is reprising her role in No Way Home, just like everyone else is. So
in No Way Home.
Sorry, that was completely.
I was about to say because you got me excited there for a second.
I was like,
everyone is in No Way Home.
Yeah, everyone. I think I'm in it now at this point.
I think Will is reprising his role as Will in No Way Home.
Yeah, I'm Will in it.
So what I'm curious about, though, are we going to get an Alfred Molina Doc Ock Spider-Man figure because of No Way Home?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think we do.
I have mine, so I'm fine.
I think we do. I think if we're going to get one villain, it's probably him.
We haven't gotten much in the way of villain. We got Mysterio, which is great, obviously, but it's a super simple one to do. It's just a normal body, no real crazy investment required. But Doc Ock, that's going to require a little bit of R&D with the tentacles and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Toys R already knocked that out the park.
Toys R did a great job, absolutely. I would have said that when Hot Toys was doing Age of Ultron, I would have said, yeah, they're going to do all the villains. Because they did Ultron, they did Ultron Mark 1, they did the Iron Legion, they were going all in. And then when they got to Ultron Sentry, they were like, actually, what the hell are we doing? Yeah, what the hell are we doing?
Justin.
We can't make that. Yes.
Justin,
yes.
I have a question. Because you just brought up something that was extremely interesting. And after what I seen this morning, late last night, I'm wondering, do you think, I don't want to get my hopes up high for this, okay? Do you think, because you know that the trend is that normally when we get hints with these cos or with these cos babies,
I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this.
You know where I'm going with it, bro?
Yeah,
I know. We all know.
So
I thought of you when I saw it, Lael.
Do you think there's a possibility that we'll get that figure, bro?
I want it so bad.
I so hope so. I mean, we have the Ultron mold, so it's not like they have to do a ton of a ton more spending to make it a reality. They would have to do a little bit, obviously.
Well, they got to have a flip
sculpt,
up.
They'd have to do.
Yeah.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. I think it's more likely than some of the other What If characters. I think, to be totally honest with you.
That's all.
So yeah, I think if you're going to do a What If character, you might as well do him. I mean, he's the best.
Yeah,
they have her and Gamora. Like, so it was weird. So I'm like, would they release both? But would they, or would they just basically release the Ultron? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the trend is when we see these cos babies, there's a high possibility that we might see the figure. So I don't know.
It's true.
But when I saw it, Rob, bro. That's all I did was just,
you know, it's funny. I think that Ultron figure is great. I mean, it's a really, really great.
He's
and a lot of people just didn't get it. People weren't into it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the eyes, Rob. If they're not lit up, they just don't look right to me. That's the problem.
I was so tempted. Like when I saw it, Justin,
like,
I was on my phone. I was about to message you, but I was like, yo, maybe he has some inside information that I don't. But I was like, nah, let me just drop it. I'm not going to do it. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, because Rob, I see what you mean. That Ultron figure, I love it when it's lit up with the eyes. But like when the eyes, it just looks like dark nothingness, and it throws me off. It looks like he's not there. You know what I mean, Justin? You know what I mean?
It is though.
I know
it has a lot of great presence. The stand is
great.
awesome. It's really cool.
Now I saw somebody in here say that they said please make them, if they did, make them die cast. If they didn't actually do the Hydra Stomper, I don't think they will. I don't think they.
You know how that would be such an expensive.
And that's going to get an expensive figure. Yeah, that's getting expensive territory. How many people would buy a $500 Ultron?
If you all thought Carnage was expensive,
yeah, like Rob and Lael would, but I think
hell yeah.
We probably three of us would. I don't know about Will. Probably a harder sell.
Not for 500. No.
No. Yeah, he'd be pricey. But if you thought Carnage was a hard sell, then I think that would be even more of a hard sell. I'm just not a fan of What If. Seems to have this trend of everything that they established in the MCU, they just shit on it. So like when Watcher shows up to recruit Gamora and he's like, not you, Stark. It's like, oh, whoa, hold on a minute.
Put some respect on his name.
The freaking guy who started off the entire MCU and then died saving it. You're gonna treat him like that? Like, come on now.
What about a Watcher?
How they split Thanos down the middle.
What about Watcher? Yeah, if they give us Watu in the armor, it'd be crazy.
What a chump.
If they gave us Watu, but Justin, there's don't get upset because
I'm upset.
Season 2,
it's already too late.
There's a reason, and there's a reason why
they're
going to
do it even more in season 2. They're going to be like,
season 2 they're going to make up for a couple of different things. They're going to make up for a couple of different there's reasons why they did it, and there's reason why that episode that you actually saw, for instance, episode 8 that you saw with Tony Stark with Gamora. That episode was basically it was actually after the episode that was supposed to air, and it never did. And the reason why is because there's a villain in that episode that they didn't want to show until the second season. So
we'll see.
You'll be all right. You'll be good.
All right. Let me get through a few more super chats. A few more have come in while we've been chatting. Superhero Display says, great to see tonight's panel is all that top tier knights at the display case. Thank you. Because it means I can ask this question. What are y'all's ultimate of ultimate grail of grails? Rob, let's start with you. Ultimate of ultimate grail of grails.
Well, I mean, the figures that I want the most are I want Gladiator Hulk, Gladiator Thor, and Hela from Ragnarok. Because I didn't.
That's
get
a pretty
them.
good list of ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, and they're all really expensive.
Oh, Lael's going to get his.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to get his. Okay,
Rob's lists what he wants. Lael's like, here's what I have.
Yeah,
here's what I have. Will, what is your ultimate grails of grails?
Dude, that's does it have to be Hot Toys?
But are you? I mean, was he talking about figures that hadn't been made yet? I was thinking about figures that are available.
No, figures that have been. Anything that has been made, because then you can actually acquire it. Will, what is it? What is it?
Okay.
So don't say Pennywise. I swear to God.
So here's the thing. I was thinking about this. Half scale Pennywise. Half scale Pennywise. Prime 1. Dude, half scale. It's the best. It's the best statue that I've ever seen. Dude, Justin, it is incredible.
Yes,
seriously, when you come see it in person. Honestly, though, I did show it to my date. She was a little creeped out by it, but she respected it. So
you showed it to your date?
Yeah, she went and touched the hair. She was like touching the collectibles. I'm like, well, don't touch it, but it's like one of those.
I don't know if you should have shown her that right away. Maybe you should have go a little slower next time.
Well, Rob, that is your thing. Go slow. So
see my Pennywise.
We'll just open the door. He kicked down the door, and he was like,
"Yeah, I kicked down the door and I said, hey." Like Marvel, my collection, and then she just like fell into my arms.
My stuff, but mostly Pennywise.
Exactly.
Was that before or after Olive Garden?
That was after Olive Garden, yeah. So, no, I didn't take her to Olive Garden, but I should have. But honestly, though, seriously,
you should have.
Yeah, because maybe do the Olive Garden after Pennywise, because you got to make up for that somehow. So like you got to reward her, and Olive Garden
because I've heard that's quite the horror show. So then she's already prepped for the horror show when she arrives and looks at Pennywise.
No, dude, it's half scale Pennywise all day, and when you guys come see it, you're gonna agree with me, and everyone in the chat. And also, there's so many others, Justin. Avengers Loki that's coming out. Hot Toys Pennywise. J&D Heath Ledger Joker. Grails. Yeah, I have a lot of grails. I've thought about this a lot. God. And then let's see what else. What's it called? The Jin Sakai from Prime 1, dude.
Oh yes, that is a great choice. Lael,
side five.
You have. You left the stream, I assume, to go get your Grail of Grails.
Yeah, because my Grail of Grail arrived today, and that was actually the Leia. I have wanted this for the longest time, and I finally got the New Hope Leia. It is actually here, and I am happy.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Yes, this was a gift provided by Lynch Design. Thank you for this.
Badass.
That's a good figure too.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm so
glad. Amazing.
I was just upset that everybody else had actually gotten one and I didn't, and so fulfilled. If I have to think about maybe one more Grail aside from this piece that was released that I think that I should have got once it did drop, and that would have actually I think actually the Grail pieces that I've wanted, I've actually been able to get because now I do have the Shore Trooper coming that actually be here this week. So there were a couple of pieces that I wanted and finally got. So yeah, I think I'm slowly but surely fulfilling my list. So I'm almost there.
Nice. Yes, my list has also gotten a lot shorter, but I still, and it's not really that unobtainable. It's just one that I haven't got around to yet. I don't know if it classifies as a Grail of Grails, but one that I'm looking for and I'm trying to get is Mark 42 diecast. It's one that I had and I sold it like a chump, and I will be hopefully getting it back. But that is that's on top of my current want list right now, at least. Well, that was an interesting question. Thank you, Superhero Displays. Sean Yutzi says it's a parallel connection instead of series. We're talking about the lights for the Moducase. Yes, it connects in parallel instead of going up and down. So thank you, Sean, for that info. I'm pretty sure he contacted me trying to help me with the wiring, but I was so caught up in making videos this week because there was so much stuff dropping that I never got back to you. So I'm sorry, Sean, I never got back to you, but I will reply to you when I get a spare second to get my phone out and send you a message. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, my super chat list has gone off because we've been chatting and the super chats have gone off my list. So one moment while I bring up the list.
Did you see Ryan Kirkwood in the chat say I got moves? He's right.
Ryan Kirkwood is in the chat. Will,
I nailed that
one
first
of my
date.
favorite comments of all time about you was that you look like the evil rich boyfriend in a rom-com.
From a rom-com, yeah.
I loved that.
That's
comment.
amazing.
That
It's better than the
hilarious.
me being smug one. It's better than that.
Yeah. I think so. I think so.
No,
Lael,
you have
Kitty
you have
Pride.
too big of a nice smile to be the evil boyfriend.
He is so. Will is so nice. I don't know why people are so mean to Will, but you know.
I have the Loki smile,
loves
dude.
it.
I'm very
You
mischievous.
have the Loki smile. You do. Kitty Pride says, "What do you think of Batgirl Hot Toys?" Well, she's not out yet, but I'm really excited for Batgirl. I want the Bat family in 1/6 scale. We need Nightwing and we need Robin, Tim Drake Robin from the game, and then we have the Bat family because we already technically have Red Hood in the form of Arkham Knight. So we've got Jason Todd, we'll have Dick Grayson if they do Nightwing, we'll have Tim Drake as Robin, then we'll have Batgirl, and we've already got Batman, so it's the full family, so hopefully we get the full family. But I'm sure we will discuss Batgirl more when she drops. It should literally be any day now, because Harley just dropped, it didn't release, but she arrived at Secret Base yesterday. I would assume Harley will release today if the Typhoon is willing. So we shall see. Ryan, let us know what your Typhoon is at right now, because he said if it gets to a certain level, everything closes. Let us know if it's closed, because he was looking forward to seeing Venom 2 today. But if it gets to a certain level, the cinema is closed. So hopefully you got to see it, Ryan. Do let us know. Peter Pacheco says, "Hello, my favorite enablers. After thinking UPS lost my Moducase initially, enablers assemble. I'm hoping that you got them, Peter Pacheco. In fact, I think you did because I saw posts in the Justin's Collection Plus chat saying that they arrived. So that is fantastic. Good luck building them, sir. We will address them very shortly. We only have a few more super chats to get through. Then we'll talk about the display. Blairim Camberry with a $7.99 super chat. I don't see any text there. I'm pretty sure it was a super sticker. So a huge thank you to you, Blairim, for that. Let me know if there was text and YouTube stuffed it up. Superhero Displays with another super chat saying, "I just want to warn you all that I've trademarked Knights of the Display Case."
We
you
lost
know what?
our
That's
chance.
fine. That's fine. We'll license it from you. We'll license it from you. Says, "Would love to see you all at New York Comic Con in 2022.
Yeah.
I don't know about New York, but San Diego, I'm definitely going to be there. Steph has a weird love for New York City, and I don't know why, because I didn't really love it all that much when we were there in 2019. But she really likes it.
Come on,
It
man.
was 2019. It was
Get with
2019.
the program. Get with the New York program. You got to
Come
get
on,
back in the
man.
New York
Yeah,
groove,
I
as
think
Ace Frehley once sang.
I think we may have to go. It depends if Sideshow is going to be there or not, because they show all the Hot Toys stuff, right? So if they're not going to be there, then there's no real draw for me to go there. I mean, that's a lie, because there's all amazing people there, and I want to meet all of you. But from flying from Australia to New York is
I thought you
not
just wanted to
a
meet
cheap-
everyone at Sideshow. So
It's only 22
Oh,
and a half hours.
Of course. I would love to meet all. I did upgrade us to business class on the way back, which was very expensive, but it was very worth it. My little sister was with us, and she freaking loved it. She said that, no joke, she said it was the best experience of her life, and she was only like 11 years old at the time. So I said, don't worry, you got many more experiences coming.
There's
she
nothing
sat
better
there-
than flying a business class to Australia from LA.
Absolutely.
It's the best.
Absolutely agree. It was fantastic. So hopefully next year I can do the same thing. We'll see. Blurrim says, "Hello, Justin and everybody. Thanks for getting me into this hobby. You are most welcome. So after seeing how good the 3-0 Rangers are, Psycho Rangers, yay or nay? I don't know if you all know much about Power Rangers, my other three amazing panel members, but Psycho Rangers are like evil versions of the In Space Power Rangers, which is my favorite season, and it's widely regarded as the best Power Rangers season. It actually has a pretty good story. It's not just random crap every episode. So, yeah, I would buy Psycho Rangers, evil versions of the Rangers. Why the heck not? They look badass. Go for it. If 3-0 want to do that, absolutely. Says, Lando, take me away.
Space Pimp worked his magic, obviously.
Obviously. Dylan Longhem with a super chat says, "Hello, this is for all of you. What was your favorite Hot Toys release this year so far, I assume, and your least favorite?" Ooh. Okay. And one you like, but not really. It's a great figure, but not your favorite. Okay, so you want three. Favorite, least favorite, and one that's just okay. I will hand it over to Rob to start. Rob, Give us your 3.
My favorite release of the year is.
Oh, he just happens to have it off camera there.
It's gonna fall. Hang on. Is this bad boy right here?
No, don't let it fall.
Ooh.
Oh
nice
yes,
choice.
of course.
I love. Now he
yes.
isn't plugged in, but man, do I love this figure. This might be one of my favorite action figures of all time.
It's insanely.
I've honestly heard really good things, Rob. Yeah.
Will had the chance of getting that thing for an absolute
I did.
steal. And I told him, I said, you could get it, and he didn't.
This figure, first of all, I don't even have any. I have one web. I have none of the accessories. Although this base, the way it comes, you can do different things with it. You plug it in, it lights up. I mean, this is easily my favorite figure of the year. And I also love, again, the fact that it comes with a magnetic. I had to go for the big Todd McFarlane eyes. I mean, I love this figure. I love the articulation. I don't want to, again, I was really scared to articulate it too much. You know, like I went for this more standing up. I tried to put him in a decent pose where he's moving because I wanted to put him in a much more dynamic pose, but I was scared to. I just didn't want to push the you don't
want to destroy that suit, especially on that scale, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I love this figure. You know, and it comes with so many cool accessories, which I just didn't use. I repacked the box itself is artwork, and I packed it up. It's great. And now the next question is, by the way, this is my
least favorite.
My Moducase. I'm going to make a whole spider display and in my spider display, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in it.
Nice,
Spider-Man are going to be in my display because I have those figures. And what was the next one?
Least favorite.
God, I don't think there has been a least favorite figure.
I'll tell you what mine was. Neon Tech Mark 50.
Oh, see, well, this is the funny thing is I don't buy figures that I don't love. You know, and I don't buy any. I don't have any of the neon.
That is the best way to be. That is the best way.
So there wasn't anything that I think that I can only think of figures that come in second and third place of my. Like I loved Armored Thanos. You know, my armored. I love
battle
that
damage.
figure.
What about battle damage?
Well, if it ever shows up. You know, I mean, my sad. I call him the sad face Thanos. I want to have my Thanos triptych, and I've that figure's paid off. And you know, where is it? I don't know.
Where are you at? He's at the ports, apparently. That's the excuse for everything. Oh, where's my meal? Oh, it's at the ports.
Right.
Oh, you know, where's
my life?
And I love my Mark 85.
It's at the
Mark 85 this year, the Iron Man Mark 85.
Was he? Maybe.
Yeah, 85.
Yes, I think so. Yes,
I think so.
For me. Yes. And then, of course, my Captain America, which should have come out 2020.
There were so many good ones this year.
Well, that's the thing.
So many good ones this year. Damn.
I don't buy. You know, the only time I've ever received figures that I don't already love. I mean, it's happened very few times that I've bought a figure that's disappointed me because I'm usually because of your channel, Justin, and because of Ryan Kirkwood's photographs. I think we all now know what we're getting before we even place a pre-order. So
excellent. That's all we could ever hope to do is to give you an insight as to what you're getting in hand. And I don't mean to be like a punk and try and get out of the question, but I really wouldn't. I don't buy things that I don't like. Yeah. Does anybody?
No, I'm the same way, Rob.
Yeah, well, Neon Tech Mark 50 for me is it's not horrible by any means. It's still okay, but it's not up there with the best of the best for me.
Yeah, but you have to be you're like the Wall Street Journal of Hot Toys figures. If you don't get one, then people. I gotta get it. Why didn't you review that?
My least favorite is Pennywise, and he's not even out yet. But he's like my absolute bottom of the barrel least favorite. My favorite, though, to my surprise, because there are a ton of awesome figures this year. Like we said, Cap, Mark 85. My favorite was Venom.
Oh,
because it's so different. It's such a different, unique figure. And that's why he's number one.
Can I just point something out, though?
It was so hard not to say this Miles, though, because Miles is so freaking good. Seriously.
It's so good. You can't. You're prejudicial against Pennywise because of the subject. And that isn't fair because it could be a great figure, which means you have to review it
fairly. as I do with everything, I hate Sideshow. You know this. I really don't like Sideshow. It's not my favorite business, but I reviewed their Darth Vader just as I would review anything else. It's a great figure. I don't give two shits about the company, but the figure itself was fantastic. It wasn't perfect. There were still things that I would like to change, but I reviewed it. I always review everything as fairly as I possibly can. So I'll do the same thing with. Don't worry. For anyone thinking that I'm going to just bash on Pennywise, I won't do that. If it's technically a great figure, then I will tell you that. If it's well sculpted, well painted, I will let you know. I will not let my bias influence the video.
I just want to make sure because we're going to hold your feet to the fire on that one, buddy.
Yeah,
I
don't
expect
worry.
a good
You
review.
can't let me down, Justin.
I expect a good review.
I'll never forgive you.
If I review it, because I haven't confirmed that I am reviewing it yet. So if
Wow, I'm going to stop watching your channel.
I know.
Don't.
Let's boycott.
Desubscribe.
Will.
What's up?
What is it? What is your favorite and your least favorite? And then one that's just
So,
just
Justin, I
liked it,
missed
but
some of
not
the
amazing.
details of the question because I was chatting with people in the chat.
Your favorite figure of the year, Will, and your least favorite figure of the year so far.
Are these only ones that I've gotten in?
Yes.
Okay. So only ones that I've gotten in this year. My favorite figure and my least favorite figure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So favorite figure I've gotten in so far. Dude, I can't even remember what I've gotten in this year. This is only Hot Toys, right?
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I've definitely bought some stuff. A lot of my stuff is pre-orders though, but it's probably Rise Skywalker Kylo Ren. Yeah, that's probably
it's a great
my
figure.
favorite. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. Rey would be a close second. Least favorite. I'm kind of with Rob. Like I'm very selective about the stuff I buy. So
we'll open the no. I'll tell you what your least favorite was. Your Ebony Maw that arrived.
Oh
with a
yes,
broken
yes,
wrist peg,
easy,
which was
easy.
so bad that you had to send it back immediately.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't just the wrist peg, Justin. You're leaving out an integral part of the story. It was the ripped suit too. So it also felt cheap, man. Like it was just. I don't know.
It doesn't feel that cheap. It is cheap. Come on.
It was cheap, but like you said, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, right?
You pay peanuts, you get monkeys. That's
what they say. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ebony Maw. So because third party, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and sometimes not in a good way. So sometimes you get
not in a good way.
Sour chocolate or
unless
expired
it's a proven, unless it's a proven company. If it's a random company, then you don't really know. But Toys Era, all Toys Era products feel like that. So if you don't like Ebony Maw, you're not going to like any of the other ones because they all feel exactly like that. They use the same material. People were telling me that the Toys Era Robin suit looked better than the So-So Toys one, which was actual individual panels of fabric sewn together to make up the suit, which is incredibly accurate to the show. Whereas the Toys Era one is just printed on this rubber hunk. So I was like, really? A company that actually put in all that work to make it as accurate as possible with all of the panels stitched together? You prefer one that's just printed on the surface? But people liked it. People like it more for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, Lael, what is your favorite and least favorite of the year so far?
Okay. I say, well, it actually wasn't even a surprise to me because I knew once I got it. Again, we always talk about the figures that we like. So I'll just rank them. I won't say least favorite because, like I said, I just love them. First off, my favorite, my top, surprisingly enough, was the rescue armor. I loved that figure.
Okay. I like that we're all very different in our favorites. It wasn't just all like, Mark 85 or Cap, and then we're done.
Yeah, so the rescue armor was, I would say, like my number one right now as far as releases this right now. I just love the dynamics. I mean, I just love the way it looks, the color pops. The lights were actually brighter than what they would have actually been on the Mark 85. You know what I mean? Like they were unusually brighter, and it works well. Secondly, I'll actually say Mysterio because Mysterio was incredible. Yeah, so Mysterio was it was an incredible figure for me. I loved it. Like I love everything about that figure. And I would say third, Kylo. Kylo was surprisingly. It's an amazing figure from the head sculpt, all the way down to just the helmet, the light up feature on that helmet. And just posing it, and even the cloak is incredible. Like it has so much presence. So yeah, it's phenomenal. So that's my top three, definitely.
Hey, there you go. Hopefully, Dylan, I think that was a pretty good answer to that question. We all have very different, unique favorites, which I love. All right. Hold on a moment. Let me scroll down. Nakripa says, give me Chewie with C-3PO backpack. Yes, that you can put together and have C-3PO. That is all I've ever asked for. A DX Chewie and C-3PO set that you can dismantle C-3PO and put him in the net.
Exactly.
You can
Empire
use
Strikes
if you
Back.
want Hot Toys,
40th
if you want,
anniversary.
you can use the same Chewie that you made previously. Just make him have that hair that comes out like he did in Empire. Have the center part, so it's accurate to the movie. Everything else is the same. And then just give us C-3PO in the backpack. It's a great way of selling something that you've already invested in, which is the Chewie body, and popping in a C-3PO in the net. Will's looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, I think it's great. No, I think it's great because I would get a C-3PO. I already have the Chewie. I was just hoping you weren't talking about the Force Awakens Chewie because that one is...
Not that Chewie, not that Chewie.
That one turned out like looking like a dog or something.
It's that big upper lip, not that Chewie.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I don't know what they were
I have the
planning
New
on
Hope
with
one.
that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I have the New Hope one. It's great. It's my favorite.
I have the New Hope. I have that one. If they and it's all they had to do was if even if it would have been a reissue of that one with the accessory with the C-3PO, like it would have made sense.
Yes.
And they just didn't do it. I don't know. They just don't show him enough love. They don't.
C-3PO, he's in every Star Wars film. Come on.
Yeah.
I think that if I was going to point to one figure that I'm most shocked has not been made, it's C-3PO.
C-3PO.
Yeah,
me
easy.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
The Sideshow one is great for now, and the Bandai one is freaking spectacular. Full diecast, proper chrome.
Oh, I love that figure.
I've seen that one. Yeah, it's
that's
pretty
one of the great.
now,
I have that figure. It's one of the great Star Wars figures ever
is,
made.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I've seen it. Rob. It looks great.
I'll put that as my Grail of Grails right now. Actually, I do need to get that.
Which one was it again?
It's a 1/6 scale full diecast chrome C-3PO by Bandai.
Oh, okay,
it's
got you.
Beautiful. It's the best. Apparently, people say it's the best 1/6 scale C-3PO out of the two that we have. So
no, I think
hard,
it's
I suppose, but
the wires in the center are. I should go get Moel. Oh, it's in the other. It's in the house.
It's fantastic.
And you know what? I bought the R2D2 that goes with it too. That's also got a lot of diecast.
Yeah.
And it's got these. They're not inaccurate because it's from Star Wars, but it's one of the R2s that isn't quite.
I see. It's not quite there.
Well, it's got these. Got these like rivets in it that some of the R2 doesn't have, but it's accurate to a certain R2 that they use.
Okay. Well, nice. I need to get that C-3PO. I'll work on it. You'll
love it because it's really heavy. When you have it in your hand, you're like, wow, it's heavier. I would say it's almost heavier than a die-cast Iron Man figure.
It wouldn't surprise me because it's almost full die-cast, whereas Iron Man's only just a couple of places here and there, whereas that thing is all die-cast. So I do need to find one. Harry Fox says, my dream is a DX What If Doctor Strange with loads of accessories and swap out arms and head sculpts. Thank you all for your incredible content. Thank you, Harry. I would get that evil Doctor Strange. They call him Doctor Strange Supreme. I would get that with the multiple head sculpts and the various, like he's got the tentacles and stuff that come out of him. I would buy that. I don't know how many people would buy that. I know Lael would. I don't know if Rob and Will would, but I definitely would pick that up. I think that
I would too.
If they actually do the Ultron, then yes. And if they did that and they actually did the Strange, I mean, why not? You would get
the Strange if they didn't do the Ultron. Come on.
Of course
I know you.
Of course I would.
It would look cool.
I know you.
Of course I would.
It would look bad.
I mean, the thing is, I wouldn't have a choice because Toya would make me because she loves Strange.
Dude.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Matt Sanders has a question for you, Rob, actually. With a 1999 super chat. That's incredibly generous. Thank you, Matt. I wanted to ask Rob or someone who has experience with Sideshow's shipping speed. Definitely Rob. He knows all about Sideshow's shipping speed. Besides the problems we're dealing with the boats from releases in Hong Kong, when you get them in hand, what would you say is the average time between shipment and arrival from Hong Kong? Thanks.
Oh, that's a really hard question to ask because I could only really tell you from the time it gets to Sideshow stateside.
Talking about Hong Kong.
Yeah, because I never know when they're leaving. You know, there's figures that come into, like, we don't have rescue here in the States. You know, Sideshow doesn't have rescue, so I don't know. I have no idea how long it takes from when they ship out to when they get here. And now with the 75 ships that are in the harbor waiting to be
a lot of boats. All the boats.
I will say this though, because it's months. I mean, where's my battle damaged Thanos? No idea. So it can take months from the time.
It's on the boats. It's on the boats.
Yeah, from the time you. But I will say this: if I order something from Sideshow and it comes in, and I pay, if I still owe money on it, pay it off, or even if it does, it takes a day, because I'm in the same city as Sideshow, basically.
It's just down the road. It's
it's down the road. They literally. When the Moducases, when they asked for my final payment for the Moducases, they were here in a day and a half.
Nice. Lael, what about you? You order stuff from Hong Kong. How long does it take from Hong Kong to your doorstep usually? A couple of days?
Ordering from Hong Kong, it normally takes, like they say, the average 3 to 4 days. Actually, you know what's it's crazy, because sometimes with DHL, it actually comes earlier than what is expected. So
yeah.
Sometimes they'll say, like, for instance, I'm supposed to have, I believe Lando is scheduled to arrive either Thursday or Friday, which means if they're saying that, it could be tomorrow. I could get Miles tomorrow. You never know. Like I said, because those figures are actually slated to come, and also with the, the Shore Trooper. All these figures could arrive this week. It's just hard to tell. And it depends on when they ship. Like if they ship it right away and I get the notification, then normally it takes anywhere between, like, I would say 3 to 4 days. And I would receive it. So it's not that.
Hopefully that answers your question, sir. TLC says, y'all should try to make it down to DragonCon in Atlanta during Labor Day weekend. When is Labor Day weekend? Is that this year or next year?
It's usually the first Sunday in September.
Yeah.
Okay, so next year. Okay, maybe. I guess we will see. We shall see about that. Dylan says, hello, this is for all of you. Oh no, we've already answered that question. That was the favorite. Sorry, Dylan. Colin DeLorean says, if I remember right, Ace Toys teased making the MMPR armored movie suits. You do remember right. I don't know if Ace Toys will be touching the Power Rangers license again, because they are unlicensed. And now 3-0 has the license, so if they were going to get sued, now's the time. So I don't think that Ace Toys is going to go near Power Rangers again. They might, but I highly doubt it. Word Nerd says, New York City is kind of crap right now. And by the way, he sent a $20 super chat. So thank you, Word Nerd. It's kind of crap right now, but if you're brave enough, I'll help or host you both. Still awesome things to see, but a lot of crap to navigate through. Yeah, I can't be worse than here. Because here we have members of the police force who came out on the news and was doing an interview. And she said, at the time of filming this, at the end of the interview, I will have to resign, because if I don't resign, I will be fired for speaking out against the stuff that is happening and that we are being made to do. And it's not right. And I don't like what we're being asked to do. So if I don't resign, then I'm going to get fired anyway. I'm like, you know what? That's not the type of country that I thought I lived in. That if you say, I don't really like what we're being asked to do, enforcing like a curfew and all this sort of stuff, and the violence that we've seen, I don't like it. But then you're going to get fired for saying that. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't know how that is the country that I live in.
That's crazy, yeah.
For speaking out. So we're in a pretty bad way right now. So I'm not a huge fan of. And yes, I know not all parts of Australia are like that, but we're a small island country. We're all Australian. So I like to think that we're all together in this one. Let's not separate.
Melbourne has the longest lockdown on planet Earth now.
Anywhere on the planet.
Like literally the longest, because I think Australia, they're loosening up, right? I mean, I'm sorry, Sydney is loosening up right now.
Yeah, Sydney's loosening.
They're done. They're finished.
Yeah, they're done.
Lockdown's over. And the experts are still saying, we might have to put the lockdown back on if we're not careful. What about everywhere else in the world? What makes Sydney and Melbourne so special?
Yeah.
Right.
You're not that special, folks. I live in Melbourne. I'm not that special. I don't know why. I think that we're that special. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Otaku Samurai says, hello, what's your favorite war machine? I'm considering getting one. Punisher war machine looks cool. Which one do you recommend? Mark 1. Mark 1 war machine.
Ooh.
It's the biggest.
The digital, the diecast?
Diecast one, obviously. It comes with the ex-wife. So, it's got to be a winner. It's beautiful. It is fantastic. I would go with the Mark 1. Real quick, Will, favorite war machine, go.
Yeah, I've only owned one, but I could not see anyone being better than the Mark 4. The Mark 4, the
Mark 4
Infinity
is
War
beautiful.
one. Infinity War, dude. I'm not the biggest war machine guy, but when I got that figure, I was absolutely blown away. It's insanely good with the digital camo print on there. It's very subtle, but that figure is heavy as hell. That I remember I was trying to convince Lael to get it. The Mark 4 war machine is literally crazy good. And I love Infinity War, so
freaking fantastic. And I love Infinity War too. Lael, what's your favorite war machine?
I'd definitely say the Mark 1. And I think the reason why I say Mark 1 is because it's so closely related to, just the the comic IP. And just to see that, I mean, and on top of that, like I said, I mean, just because that was the first time we actually see War Machine on screen. You know what I mean? So the impact that we got in Iron Man 2 was just such an incredible experience. Not to say the Mark 1, I mean, it's and I'm so happy because I can say, you know what? That's my grail piece. Once I get that in.
Okay.
That once I get that in, because it is a re-release. I know people don't like to hear that, but it is a re-release. But I'm glad for that.
They'll have updated the paint applications probably ever so slightly, because even if they wanted to, let's be honest, even if they wanted to make it exactly the same as the original one from however many years ago, they couldn't. Because their paint technology is different. The types of paints they use are different. So it will automatically have some very subtle differences. So it should be a superior version compared to the original. Maybe not by a huge margin, but just a little bit. Rob, favorite war machine out of the ones that we have so far?
Well, I've the diecast Mark 1 as well. The Iron Man 2 diecast. I love that.
So good.
And I had the original. Well, I still have the original War Machine, the plastic one, the non-diecast version. And
that was my first war machine, actually. The plastic one.
And I still have that. It's cool, but the diecast, it's so awesome. And to be honest, though, I mean, only because it appeals to my love of diecast Japanese robots. If it ever shows up, because I paid it off, but my endgame war machine.
You get it. You get it eventually. Don't worry.
Really, really, that's probably my most eagerly awaited. That and Golden Armor, Wonder Woman are my most eagerly awaited figures.
That needs to drop soon, like ASAP.
It will. It'll be out very soon. Don't worry. It's coming. Well, we do have one from J-Rex Entertainment saying, I'm shocked they haven't made Boga from episode 3. Who's Boga?
Boga.
From episode 3, like Revenge of the Sith?
I'm not sure. Let us know, J-Rex.
What is he talking about?
Boga. Or what if? I don't know. Let us know.
I have no idea.
Dylan says, if Hot Toys do No Way Home villains, Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Electro Sandman, the Lizard,
maybe
which
Boba
one would you
from
be more
episode 3?
about? I would be most hyped about probably Green Goblin, to be totally honest with you. I would love a Hot Toys Green Goblin. The Toy Zero one is great, but I would be most hyped about Green Goblin. Real quick, Rob, which villain? And none of those are fully confirmed yet, but we know.
I know who Boga is.
Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin, we know. Yes. Okay, Rob, what is Boga?
Boga is the thing that Obi-Wan rides in
the creature. Yeah.
I think it is. Oh wait, no, or I'm looking at this. There's a you know what it is? There is a best of Boga video that I'm playing. I will drop it in the private chat. So maybe I'm just an old man. I don't even know what the hell this is. But I'm giving it to you right now. There's a YouTube video. It might very well be.
I don't want to bring it up because I don't want it to copyright strike me.
Yeah. But is Boga? It could be the actual clone trooper as well.
Oh, Boga! No, it's the lizard that he basically rode on episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It was the Boga.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have did something like that, I probably think we'd see something like that in like an action pose or something.
Yeah,
I don't know,
pose type thing. I'm surprised
like a power pose.
Statue.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm sorry, I didn't answer the question.
Yes, the villain that you're most if Hot Toys make a villain, just real quick, who would be the villain that you would want from No Way Home in figure format? Rob, you go first. Villain from No Way Home.
Well, I don't know if we know all of the villains in No Way Home yet.
I don't think we do.
Right.
I don't think we do either. So, but look, I mean, I obviously I'm waiting for my Alfred Molina Doc Ock that I paid off over time. If I care to pay off my figures over time, which I do,
which you do, there you go.
Doc Ock is the next one that gets paid off. So, I would love to get a Hot Toys Alfred Molina Doc Ock. I think that would be great.
Nice.
But I'm gonna have one.
Oh, Rob, you've vanished. Oh, he's back. Oh. He's back. Lael,
I vanished.
What about you, sir? You were a spinning wheel for a moment, then you transformed back into Rob.
Oh I think it would be definitely the Green Goblin, because from what I'm hearing, it's going to be an updated suit. So it's not going to be the same exact suit.
With some purple. I've seen some concept art with purple and the rags and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
So if it's an updated version, I would be extremely excited. I can't.
Although I gotta say, I do love this.
Oh, that one's incredible. I mean, that one from Toys era it's
Will,
it's
you would not like it. I promise you. It feels, the material of the suit feels. No, I'm not even joking. It feels very similar to what they used on Ebony Maw. So you will not like that.
Oh, I love this figure.
I love it. It is so freaking good. It is so good. Will, villain from No Way Home.
Justin, I think I got the answer. Venom with the spider logo. Venom with the spider logo.
Oh
yes, that's what we're doing. I was going to say Doc Ock, but it's Venom with the spider logo. The perfect villain that we've all been waiting for. Sell your original Venom, get the new one. That's what we're doing. We're going with it.
I'm not even going to press that. Patrick Mulvey says, how do you feel about Sideshow copying you? I knew this was going to come up.
Dude,
I knew this was going to come up.
I can't wait to hear
What did they do?
Well. They have totally, I'll say it, they've totally ripped you off. I mean, to the point where...
This is the thing. People are on two sides of the fence with this one. How dare they? That's Justin's thing. How dare they rip you off? And then, Justin, you can't copyright a review format. How dare you get upset about this? So I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. You know what? I think that a company as big as they are, with as much money at the disposal that they have, they can do better than some random dude with a smartphone that's filming a figure review. I think that they owe it to themselves to do better than I can. Because I know that they can. They can do better than me. But instead, they've taken the core elements of what I do, which is literally beat for beat. The intro is the box spinning around on the turntable. Then we unbox the figure. Then we look at the accessories. Then we look at the figure. Then we look at the articulation. Then we wrap up with 3 poses at the end on the spinning turntable with the speed ramps. White background, same thing. You know what? If that's the best that they can do creatively, then I feel bad for them. Because I think with all of the, as I said, all of the funds at their disposal, all of the creative people on their team, they can do way better than me. They should be able to do something truly spectacular.
I'm completely out of the loop because I don't even watch their material anymore.
It's for the best.
Well, I will say this: they can't be critical. The one thing that you're always going to have over
that was my
them...
second point. Correct. That was my second point. If it's like if Hot Toys made a review of their own figure, you can't or if Tesla made a review of their own Model 3, or Apple made a review of their own iPhone, you can't review the product that you're selling. And they don't call it a review, they call it an unboxing, but let's be honest. They're not just doing an unboxing, they're doing a whole lot more. They're looking at accessories and articulation and blah, blah, blah. So you can't really... People accuse me of not being objective, and I don't really have anything to do with the selling side of things. Yeah, I tell you I got mine from Toys Wonderland, but I'm not telling you have to get yours from there. I'm just telling you that's where I got mine from. Whereas
is it Guy that's doing the unboxing?
It
is
Guy,
yeah. Yes.
Okay. I saw.
I
saw the thumbnail. I thought his thumbnail. I just that's all I saw was a thumbnail. I didn't see anything else.
The thumbnail is so bad. I don't even want to I'm not trying to be toxic. I think is something that I want to try and avoid being. But they can do better. Sideshow, I know you can do better. Sit down, have a think about it. I know you can do better than just ripping off some random Aussie dude who sits here with his smartphone and films toy reviews. I know you can do better than me. You're very creative. The people in your team are very creative. Just think about that. You don't need to do that. But if they want to, let them try. That's totally fine. But at the end of the day, I've said this multiple times before, If people were going to watch me, they would just watch me. Unless you're bringing something different to the table, there's no point just doing the same thing that other content creators are doing. I don't do the same thing that Jedha Patrol's doing. He has a very different style to me. He does way more posing at the end of the video. It's very his cinematography is awesome. I don't try and do that. He doesn't try and do what I do. We are working in the same field, but we're doing something very different. That's all that's required, is to bring your own stuff to the party, and they can, but they didn't, and it's sad. So hopefully they can figure out what they're trying to do, which we all know what they're trying to do, but it's not going to work. Not because I think I'm the best or anything. I absolutely don't. I hate my own content. I really don't like my videos. So I'm not trying to sound up myself, but I just think they can, creatively, I think they can do better. So hopefully they do. Anyway, that's addressing the thing about them copying me. Luminara843 says, which figure has the most versions, Spidey or Tony? Tony, absolutely. So far, there have been a lot of Spidey figures, but there have been way more Tonys. But pretty sure Spidey will catch up. Lynch Designed with a $50 super chat. Lynch Designed, you are so generous. Thank you so much. Greetings to the best crew and the amazing people in the chat. The Aussie Kingpin. Thank you, I'll take it. Lael the King, Rockwell, Rob the Original Gangster, and Will the Fox, aka Pretty Boy, aka the evil rich boyfriend from a rom-com. All the homies are here. Hashtag POW. Hashtag where's Brendan's clothes? Wow. One love. Thank you so much, Lynch Design. You are fantastically awesome. And
Yes.
Lynch Design's a very generous person.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he really is.
Generous. S.Beam with a $2 says best Iron Patriot / worst Grievous. Oh, he's giving us his best and worst. That's awesome. Grievous, I completely forgot about Grievous. His new joints actually arrived. I will go downstairs and get them in a second. His new joints arrived, so we'll unbox them and we'll plug them on and we'll see how it works. I guess we've got 13 minutes left in the stream, so we may as well use those 13 minutes to try and fix our Grievous. Mr. Holbrook with a $4.99 says it's hard to figure out which figures to go after because I want them all. Do you have any tips when it comes to collecting? I do.
The answer is yes.
Give in.
Give in.
Get them all.
What a tip.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it. You know you don't want to. You're only harming yourself when you try and fight it. We need you to give in.
I would once again
build a budget.
I would say go slow.
Yeah.
Don't go
That's
slow.
a callback.
It applies to so many facets of life.
Extremely slow.
It really does.
Just go slow.
Yeah, go
Wow,
slow.
Hot Toys
and budget
definitely
your money.
listens to that advice, Rob. Hot Toys loves listening, and Sideshow too. They love listening to that advice. Go real slow. Says imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but it also is kind of gross. A lot of people say, well, you should be flattered. But, I mean, if you spend multiple years refining your format to get to a point where you're kind of happy with it, and I think it works, and then someone comes in very easily and quickly just goes, whoop, I'll take that, and then they try and do the same thing, it doesn't really feel all that flattering. It
You know
feels
what?
a little bit gross. To be
Justin,
honest.
it just calls it just calls for an upgrade. That's all. Upgrade, and then basically, if
I'm always improving.
The thing is,
I'm always improving.
exactly. It's just mainly an upgrade.
By the way,
so it's just like, you know what? When you upgrade and someone else gets your sloppy seconds, bro, just leave it at that.
I'm always improving with the black background. Now it took me ages to perfect that. I'm really happy with the black background. It works a treat because I watched a couple of Gwen reviews on the white background. You can't see much of anything on the top half, and it's kind of important to see that because that's where the hood and the shoulders and everything are. So
yeah.
I use a black background. Also, I discovered that on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max, which is what I'm using to film my reviews, the sensor for the wide angle, which is the main lens, is almost a 1-inch sensor, which is almost as big as the Sony RX100. That's huge. So that's why I'm getting that really nice depth of field when we're looking at the accessories and stuff, because it's a really big sensor. So the quality is, hopefully you're noticing a quality improvement, because I definitely, when I'm editing it, I'm noticing a quality improvement of especially that depth of field effect and the crispness. My hands have never looked so old and wrinkly than they do now in my modern day videos. It looked kind of gross. So I apologize. I'm not that old, but my hands, the hands look old. I used to work I used to work in a car wash when I was in university. I was a manager of a car wash. So that means I would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I would get to the car wash and I would wash cars. So my hands were in chemicals all day. So the world has not been kind to my hands.
Is that how you got your superpowers at the car wash?
Yeah, your mutations.
Yeah, you mutated from the chemicals at the car wash.
By reviewing
car wash man
have come from the car wash.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ricky B says ditto. Thank you for the super chat, Ricky B. Well, we have one more before I want to show you some of my display case. We have one more and I want to show you some of the poses because I know you all want to see that. Patriotic Texan, interesting name, I love it. $10 super chat, thank you. Am I the only one wishing that Hot Toys or Sideshow would create a penguin 1/6 scale from Batman Returns? No, I would kill for that 1/6 scale Danny DeVito penguin. We need that. We absolutely need that. I think, are you all in agreement? Would you love a Danny DeVito penguin to go with your Batman Returns Batman and Catwoman? Please.
Yep.
Catwoman.
Yep.
Come on.
I haven't seen that movie yet, so I don't know.
What?
So yeah, I've seen Batman '89, but I haven't seen that one.
Wow.
So yeah, I got to get on it, man. I haven't seen a lot of the old.
Well,
Batmans.
we gotta. What's with the young whippersnappers? Come on,
I know,
now.
man.
You watch
I
it.
don't know.
You watch it, Will.
I have
You
no
watch that movie.
idea.
Because the earliest Batman I remember, I think, was
Wow.
like Val Kilmer and George Clooney. I was pretty young at the time.
Oh, ugh.
So
yeah, you have to do it.
Don't
soon,
even touch it,
bro.
Lael. Don't even touch it. Will,
yeah,
you're gonna watch
I gotta
it, then
see
we'll
that
discuss
one.
it.
Yeah, Batman '89 was pretty good. I
Anyway.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Shall I? Do you want to see some of the cabinets? Do you all want to
Yes.
see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some
Collection
of the
tour.
cabinets? Well, it's a mini collection tour because I have only set up like 0.5% of it. So we're gonna go roaming camera. So I apologize if it's a little bit shaky. We're going roaming. Okay.
Man, I'm looking at how many cases, and what a nightmare you went through. Wow.
Look at that.
That's my Avengers 1 display. I'm very happy with how that turned out.
It looks nice.
That looks real nice.
Thank you, sir. And then coming down here, this is my favorite one.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
That's really nice too.
Yes.
That crossbones fits in really well.
Civil
Yeah,
War.
that's nice.
He do. And then coming down here is my Iron Man shrine. So I've done this thing where there's a centerpiece in every display. So obviously the centerpiece here is War Machine Mark 1 and Mark 6. And then we've got Iron Man 1 on that side and then Iron Man 2 on that side, as you can see.
That's nice.
And then coming down here, we have the Cap shrine.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dude, yeah,
And
Justin,
then
how
up
much are
the
you loving
top.
this amount of room you have now?
Here. Up the top, we've got Age of Ultron, as you can see.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you must be loving. Will's got a really good question. Now that you have that much space, ooh, I love how you.
Yeah, I got a panel super chat. Yeah, it's I want to know, Justin, how much space do you have? Like, are you loving the amount of space you have compared to what you used to have for the figures?
In the corner there, we have these guys.
You must have to hear
Yes,
me.
I freaking love having this much space. Although I don't know if I'm being too generous with each shelf. We'll find out as I start to put more in. But I've spaced everything out very, very nicely. So everyone who says my displays are crowded, I'm trying really hard not to make them crowded. So
Now,
I'm loving the space.
You know, speaking of going slow and taking your time, how does Steph feel about this new display section?
She likes that it looks built in, which I also appreciate. It looks like it's properly meant to be here, like it was built specifically for this room. She likes that. We'll find out when, because all my statues aren't going to fit in here. So we'll find out, I suppose, what she feels about the statues having to go in another room. Right now, Aquaman, the Prime 1 Aquaman is in my kitchen, and it's been there for like a week, and I know that she's not happy about that. Because that's where I unboxed him, and he weighs about 3 million kilos, so it's very hard to move. But, we'll find a space for him. Don't worry. We'll find a space for him. But yeah, I will, to answer your question, I'm freaking loving the amount of space. There is so much more that needs to go in here. That was just a very sneak peek. Let me check out what the people in the chat is saying.
And you have a lot more depth now, right?
Latoya is here. Yes, I do have more depth. A lot more depth.
There's Latoya.
But from the front of the shelves to the back of the shelves, so you can make a much more dimensional display.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't you worry. You'll see. Especially Endgame. Endgame is going to be badass. But anyway, to address Latoya's super chat, thank you, Latoya, for super chatting. Could you guys imagine an Eartha Kitt Catwoman? Yes, I would love some more 66 Batman characters. Cesar Romero is the Joker. would be awesome. I'd love Batgirl, Mr. Freeze, Penguin, yeah, the whole crew. I would love the whole crew. But that Joker especially, and Catwoman, yeah, hands down, that would be badass. Fantastic. So final thoughts on Moducase, I guess. Those wondering what they're like compared to my, because Rob asked me before we started the stream, what do I like about them more than my glass cabinets or the stuff that I came from? I love that you can just remove these panels super easily. So for those who don't know, these are magnetic, right? So if I want to remove it, done. You just peel them off, right? They're magnetic. So they just come off super easily and you can put them back on, no problem. So that means for filming purposes, if I'm filming a collection tour, I don't have to worry about sliding glass doors around. I can just peel off the panel, film that shelf, done. So easy. I love that. Building 38 of them, big challenge. It took me 3 days non-stop. The last day, Ryan knows, because he was on the phone with me while I was building the last one, because I had 5 to go. And I thought, oh, it's going to be easy, just 5 left. I didn't realize they were the double width ones. And double width means that you have to put a brace down the middle, and there is 2 back panels and 2 top panels, and it all has to slide together at the perfect moment. Otherwise, it doesn't lock together very well. And you have to start, moving stuff and plugging stuff in a funky way.
Yeah.
So I was on the phone with Ryan. I went till I think 4 a.m. that last night just to get them all done. So it was very challenging doing it all by myself. I would advise getting someone to help you. But unfortunately here in Melbourne, we can't. We literally cannot have, even my dad can't come over and help me, even if he wanted to. So I had to do it. I had to get it done. Lifting those top ones all the way at the top, lifting those ones up by myself, huge challenge. Mike says, Justin, are you for hire installing Moducases? No, I don't want to do any more unless I absolutely have to. They are amazing cases once they're built, but 38 of them was the biggest challenge that I think I could. And I was foolish. I just went into it, I was like, yeah, it's going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. I think Rob said it would take me a month. Well, luckily I did it in 3 days, but I felt like I'd worked for a month after doing them in 3 days.
No, it's brutal. It is brutal.
But the thing that Rob hated the most, the side acrylic panel, I didn't have to do any of them. Well, I had to do 10 of them. All the rest of them, because they're all connected. I didn't have to push them in. So exactly. So I was praising the Moducase team for making it able to all fully connect, because I didn't have to do any panels. Because what I mean by that is, like, see what I mean? I can put my hand through these ones, so I can have stuff going all the way along. They're all fully connected,
which is great when you have the Batmobiles. You can stick all your Batmobiles in them.
That's a good point. Yeah. That looks great up there.
Right? Yeah, it does.
Oh, he looks so incredible. I just need to. Last question before we wrap up, because we've got 3 minutes left on the stream before Will and I need to go record Figures and Flicks. Who should go down here? So these are the options, right? These are the options that we have. Prime 1, Superman. Prime 1, Wonder Woman. Suicide Squad Batman / BVS Batman. Shazam. Or The Flash. Those are our choices. Yeah, I'm tempted to put Wonder Woman under here as well.
So it's a low display, so I'm trying to think of which pose would look better from looking at down.
I would see the head. Like, the head would be here, so it would be like when I'm sitting down, perfect height to see, and on the stream as well, you all would see the face and the upper torso. So I guess Wonder Woman's doing her thing pose. It would look pretty cool here, I think.
Yeah, because Shazam, I feel like would look better from like an eye level height or above. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Shazam would look as good if you're looking down him. Because he's such a good piece. You want to see him in his full glory.
So over there, we have another of those two. There's one more here, and there's one more down below there. So I'll be able to fit 2 more Prime 1s in there. So I think Shazam, maybe we'll rule Shazam out, because I think he needs to be at eye level. So
he needs to be higher.
Flash, Superman, Batman. Lael's just on the Wonder Woman. Just get it done.
Which Superman is it, Justin? I forget. Red suit?
Justice League.
Yes,
blue and red suit. Yeah, but I am going to get the black suit one, and I am going to get Steppenwolf, and I am going to get Darkseid.
The problem with the Wonder Woman layout, like, it's a great piece, but it has the worst head sculpt of the group. So, like, they're all incredible.
The sculpt
but
is
Wonder
good.
Woman
The paint
has
is not great.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, I'd probably go Flash.
Flash, interesting.
Wonder Woman.
Flash is fantastic.
Flash would be Wonder Woman with the pose would be pretty cool, but Flash with the batarang or something, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, with the batarang. Yeah, I've gone with the batarang.
Right.
But then again, I am tempted to put Batman here, so I got Batman then Batman. But then again, Batman also looks good. I don't know.
You want to kind of break it up a bit.
Yeah,
I would actually break it up a bit. I mean, just because you don't want to have two in the same.
So we're at either
space.
Wonder Woman or Flash. Wonder Woman or Flash.
I'm Wonder Woman. I'm just basically saying because just
Rob,
the presence itself.
You're the decider.
You know, I'm gonna go with Lael because Wonder Woman seems to. Yeah, I just would go Wonder. Flash is.
It's not set in stone either. By the way, I can always.
You can swap
move
them out.
around.
This is what I'm saying. How you're going to really determine is when
everyone's saying Wonder Woman in the chat as well.
Yeah, if you put her in the case, and the lighting might change everything. You just have to put her in.
That is true. That is true. Because I've only ever seen her in dim, not very well lit environments, and she's looked a bit basic. But I do know that they've done there's even vein work in the back of her legs and in the back of on the back of her arms and stuff underneath the base level skin tone. It's really interesting the way they've done it. So it could look fantastic in there. So I will try it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to try out the Grievous joints, but don't worry. The next live stream we will talk about the Grievous joints because they did arrive. We will try them out. Don't worry.
Yeah, definitely.
But Ryan has put the links to your channels already in the chat. Thank you, Ryan, for doing that. You are amazing.
Appreciate you, Ryan.
I do want to say
thank you.
A massive thank you to Ryan, obviously, for doing that, but also everyone else in the chat for coming along. We have 406 people watching. Y'all are truly amazing. But I also want to thank my awesome panel. We had the amazing Will, the equally amazing 1/6 scale man, aka Lael, and then, of course, the super famous Robert Meyer Burnett, who is known for his brilliant work in the Star Wars parody film. That was my name.
And Daddy sober. You know, I've been drinking just.
Bob's call to fame is that
I don't get drunken on. I don't drink on streams except on late nights. I'm not going to do that.
Except for Midnight Metal. Then you get the full Rob experience.
I've been I've been going too hard.
When's the next Midnight Metal?
Friday.
Question.
I'm there.
You are there.
There you go.
I'm there.
Well, you know what I have to say?
I'm there.
No, the last two streams that Lael did with those were great shows. Those two, I felt like we really. Those are great discussions. Very worthwhile.
I'm there.
Yeah, those are good.
There we go. Ryan gets
Will's
it.
getting all the love tonight. Well, ladies and gents, I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you for joining. There will be another stream next week, and Figures and Flicks will be dropping on Friday, as it always does. So that's about it. Oh, sorry, Thursday, for those in the center of the universe, which is, of course, the United States of America. So Thursday is when you should be looking out for Figures and Flicks. But that's about it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.